Ahead, we'll see the NFL's all-time passing leader, Drew Brees, and the New Orleans Saints as they match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the BUCS were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point. But boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Ready? 95-56.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 20 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal, and this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Brees to throw. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brees. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Into the red zone. It's Brees. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Now Brees on 3rd down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And Kamara has it stripped. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
Let's go. Let's do it.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? White 25. Mike 58, right there. Watch the pass. Let him go.
From the 36, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. 23 yards on the tuck and run. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
On first down, Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
You got it. You got it.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football. We'll see what could have been a playoff matchup a season ago. The Bears and the Rams from L.A. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football from down in Mexico. Mexico City, to be precise. The Chiefs and the Chargers going at it. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. It's Hill, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To throw, it's Breeze. This is caught by Ginn.
In his 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Brees now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Brees. He gets it to Thomas. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Throwing now is Brees. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Brees, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a 1st-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his 1st interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Now the BUCS going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Now Winston. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Jameis again. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the BUCS. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here comes the defensive unit now for the Buccaneers onto the field. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this 1st half lead.
And you know how the best hits happen? By being really good on that side of the ball in terms of fundamentals. Being in the right spot, diagnosing plays well, and being there at the point of attack. They are really making it happen.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And Ginn's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Breeze now to throw. They complete it to Hill. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds.
Sammy!
On 1st down, Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come on, boys, come on. Easy, opposite.
Again, it's Breeze. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going.
Ready, 5-9. Check my 45. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hatch it.
On 2nd down, Kamara. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Breeze. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Breeze now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The former first-round pick Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Breeze now. Ginn has it complete. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That's on the second-round pick, Eric McCoy from Texas A&M. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Breeze to throw. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Underneath, he's got Brate. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
White 25. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier.
50.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They'll go with Jones. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
They had to convert there on 4th down, and they ran the football. Major surprise, but they pick it up. Now they've got to really hurry.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. He's back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Now the BUCS going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They run it again with Kamara. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The BUCS going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. The BUCS forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And they will take a knee here. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it.